Hello guys, been 4 days since the end video where I finished off everything. I did decide to try and have a little go at undoing all these gubbins, and I don't know if you can see it, but I made a complete mess of that one. I destroyed it and never budged it an inch. Turns out there's a special tool you can buy. It's basically like an extended socket with a split in it to go over the wire, and then use a breaker bar to undo them. It's a known thing with all these probes in DPFs. You have to put like an anti-stick thing on the threads, I don't know what it's called, and obviously whoever fitted this one, they never did that. On a plus, I've had the Hoover on this today. Still sucked out a fair bit of the winds, is still in there even after all the flushing, so that's obviously still been working, breaking stuff down for the last 4 days. But on a real positive plus, I put the Hoover in there, and I was getting suction out of this end, quite good suction. So it is sucking through, and obviously that was something it wasn't doing before. Anyway, that's only a little short intro. I did promise I'll be refitting it, and that's what I'm going to start doing today. No idea how long it's going to take me. But I've got places I've got to be tomorrow and most of this week, so I don't know whether I'm going to get it on. It could be another week or so, who knows. But I'm going to make an attempt at it today. If it goes quickly, then we'll get it on and we'll see if we can get the thing to start. See if the engine actually runs. That'll be something. Right, it's all going to be instant for you, but it could be a fair bit of time for me. So I told you I'll show you what the front looked like. Basically the whole front is just all plastic and I just ripped it off. It's not as bad as it looks. It's all pretty much intact. All I broke was sort of like the mounting points inside, which are also plastic. And I'll get around that just by using washers and just nuts and bolts. And there's the DPF, more or less in the right position. It just goes under the car, but that's more or less where it goes. Maybe a little bit more farther forward, but it's pretty close. I don't know if you can see, just if I go down, the car's on an axle stand there, so it's nice and safe. That's on the actual suspension bush, so it's not going anywhere. But I've also got a jack there, should I need it, just to bring the car up a little bit further, or to actually put under the DPF and hold that in place. But yep, we're going to make a start. Right guys, really pleased with myself. You got no idea, if my head swells any more, my hat will fall off. Took me about half an hour to get it back on. Absolutely unbelievable. So we're now ready to reconnect the battery, and I've also got the key just in case when I do that the alarm goes off. Now, you should never ever do this. Never disconnect the live first. Always disconnect the negative. I didn't because it's up there and I couldn't be bothered. And basically, if you touch some of the body with a spanner when you're undoing the pos, you'll get a short. And you can damage stuff by doing that. So, yeah, always disconnect the neg first, not the pos. But I did it the wrong way round. So that's going back on, and I'm kind of hoping that when I turn the ignition on, it's cleared the codes. It probably hasn't. In fact, it's very unlikely that it hasn't. The ECU's bound to have its own independent battery storage or something for memory, but kind of hoping. But we're going to get that on and we're going to go for a start. Everything's all connected up. It's off the jack. It's back on its own 4 feet. That's nice and tight. Put that on. And we'll go for a start. This has been about 7 weeks now since it last ran. So, let's see what happens. She's in neutral. Well, we got dashboard lights, that's a good sign. She thought about it. Oh dear. It's not at all happy. And I've still got all the lights on the dashboard. Right, we'll give her a bit of throttle and we'll try again. Okay, we're going to pause it there. That's not good. Well, it's bad news, guys. Despite my best efforts, just can't get the car to start. Hence I'm sat back in the kitchen, feeling thoroughly dejected. I mean, I've put a good few hours into that thing. But obviously there's another fault, so I think the next course of action now, there's nothing I can do. I think it's get a techie out, plug it in and see what the diagnostics have to say. But yeah, feeling pretty dejected, pretty down in the dumps now. The only good thing is it went back really easily. I think it's just because I knew what I was doing and where stuff went. I mean, literally it took me about 20 minutes, half hour to put the whole thing back on. Really went back on easy. Just a shame if a damn thing don't work. But yep. So I don't know. The next little clip, which will probably still be added to this one, maybe we'll have an update. But at the moment, I just can't be bothered right now. I'm really down and depressed over it. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens.